She cleaned the floors. She watched from the shadows. She ran errands while others performed. 3 episodes of patience, 3 episodes of menial tasks, and silent observation. And now, Kyoji Arakawa finally takes Akane somewhere. Not to a grand theater, not to a competition, to a nursing home. And what happens there will change everything she thought she knew about what Rakugo is actually for. Before the nursing home, there was the Izakaya Umi, a small local restaurant, noisy, unpredictable, full of people who did not come to watch Rakugo. They came to eat and drink. And that was exactly the point. Kyoji didn't send Akane there to perform. He sent her there to observe, to learn what he calls considerate awareness, the ability to read a room before you open your mouth, to feel what an audience needs before they know they need it. Most performers walk on stage thinking about themselves. The great ones walk on stage thinking about everyone else. The nursing home is not what Akane expected. Elderly residents, some barely paying attention, some lost in their own worlds. This is not the electric cafe crowd from episode 2. This is not the formal examination hall from episode 1. These are people who have seen everything life has to offer. Joy and loss, love and grief, decades of living compressed into quiet rooms and slow afternoons. How do you perform Rakugo for people who have already lived the stories? And here is where the training kicks in. Before Akane even takes the stage, she watches. She talks to the residents, learns their names, notices who is laughing, who is quiet, who needs warmth, and who needs laughter. She is doing exactly what Kyoji taught her, reading the room. And when she finally steps onto that small makeshift stage, she is not performing the same piece she always does. She is performing it for them. Every pause lands differently. Every punchline is timed to exactly what this room needs. It is the same story, but it has never felt more alive. And Kyoji watches from the back of the room. This is the girl he was handed 3 weeks ago. Headstrong, raw, all fire and no form. And now, he is watching her build on every performance she has ever given instead of just repeating it. That is not something you can teach. That is something that lives inside a performer. Or it doesn't. The elderly audience laughs, cries, leans forward. An old woman in the front row closes her eyes and smiles the kind of smile that only comes from a memory you haven't visited in years. Akane did that. A 17-year-old girl with 3 weeks of formal training just did that. Then Kyoji steps up, and everything changes again. This is Akane's first time actually watching him perform. Really watching, because every other time she had chores to do. And what she sees is not what she expected. Kyoji is serious, relentlessly, almost uncomfortably serious. He performs his story with zero attempt at being funny. Straight-faced, deadpan, committed to the drama with every fiber of his being. And somehow, it becomes the funniest thing in the room. The audience loses it. The nursing home is alive. Because Kyoji understands something Akane is only beginning to grasp. Comedy is not about jokes. It's about truth delivered with perfect timing. Akane walks out of that nursing home different. Not because she performed well. Not because Kyoji praised her. He barely did. But because she saw something today that she cannot unsee. She saw what Rakugo looks like in the hands of someone who has truly mastered it. She saw elderly faces light up. She saw a room full of people who thought they were done being surprised by life. Get surprised. And she understood for the first time what her father must have felt on that stage all those years ago. Not ambition, not competition, just pure joy of connection. That is what she is fighting for. That is what was taken from her father. And that is what she is going to take back. 4 episodes in, and Akane-banashi just delivered its most emotional one yet. No big fights, no dramatic confrontations, just a girl, a nursing home, and the quiet realization of what art is actually for. Episode 5 drops this Saturday, and from what the manga tells us, the stakes are about to get significantly higher. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a breakdown. And if you're watching for the first time, episodes 1 through 3 are in the description below. I will see you in the next one.